What is good, YouTube? Chris's Kicks here, back with another sneaker review, and today we have the Nike SB and Stefan Janoski Zoom Premium in the Digi-Floral colorway. So first off, this is probably the smallest Nike shoebox that I've ever had for a pair of men's sneakers. These are a UK 9, US 10, and this box is absolutely tiny compared to the usual Nike boxes. It is really small. But then again, these are a very low profile shoe. We'll get to that in a minute. So standard Nike SB box. Nike SB is Nike skateboarding, for those of you that were not too sure. You do have that traditional black and turquoise split with the white and turquoise Nike logo. Let's get into the shoes. So these are the signature model for American skateboarder Stefan Janoski. I believe that's how you pronounce the name. I'm not a skateboarding fan. I'm not a skateboarder, but I still wear skateboarding shoes like Vans, and I'll pick these up. This is my first ever pair of Stefan Janoskis, so I'll get a little bit more into what I think of them in a minute. But first off, out of the box, these shoes did come with an additional pair of laces. So originally they come with these thin rope wax style laces, which are in the shoe at the moment, and they also did come with a pair of flat black standard laces, but I think the waxed rope laces are slightly nicer, so we'll keep those in. Okay, so these shoes originally released in 2013. This is a re-release. In 2013 there was a massive hype around the colorway, the Digi-Floral Camo. And when these released back in 2013, they sold out everywhere instantly, and these were going on eBay for up to £300. So a couple years later now, in 2016, Nike has re-released them, and the hype has definitely died down. These did sell out in some retailers, but I'd say most places they were still sitting over the weekend in at least a full size run. I think Nike sold out in everything underneath a size 9 UK, so but anything over a 9 UK I think they still had in stock. But a lot of other retailers still had full size runs, so hype has definitely died down on this colorway, or people have moved on and not really interested in them anymore. But for me personally, I really like the shoe. It's a very nice summer colorway. That nice pink hits from the Digi-Floral against that dark backdrop camo green. It's really nice. From my understanding, obviously this is kind of like Nike's version of a Vans authentic shoe. Very similar midsole. The only difference is obviously with the Nike version, they've gone with a more sort of basketball styled herringbone traction. Herringbone traction is not too bad. I mean, it works all well on basketball shoes, but when you get a whole flat sole, there isn't going to be much traction, I don't think, even with the herringbone. But yeah, they're pretty much the same as a standard Vans authentic shoe with the midsole. Definitely, even that black line around the middle, sorry, the upper brim of the midsole is something that came straight from a Vans authentic, I believe. And then obviously this little extra patch at the front of rubber around the front of the midsole. Alright, one thing with these shoes is I've never owned a pair before, so I went true to size. I'm a UK 9 in all Nike, and these shoes are super low profile. If you can even see by the heel, if I put my finger in it, it doesn't even come up to the middle. Like there's not really no depth to these shoes at all. Like your ankle is going to be sitting way out of the shoe, and that seems to be here as well. I've got quite a normal arch on my foot, so quite a high arch. I'm not very flat-footed, and when I put my foot in these, my big toe comes to probably around here, so I've got plenty of space in the toe box. So I don't want to go another size up because I've got plenty of room. But this area here is crushing my foot. It is super tight. I mean, you can see here that like the sole, the insole is like up to here anyway. So there's only like, I don't know, a centimeter or 2 centimeters of height on this shoe. This part here is super tight and it really pinches down on my foot. I'm hoping that after a few wears the cushioning in the insole might squish down a bit, and the fabric on the upper will soften a bit, and it won't be so tight on my foot. But yeah, this part here is very tight, and I don't want to go another half a size up, because then there's going to be just so much room in the front of the shoe that it'll be too big for me. But yeah, the sizing on these is definitely very weird. Very low profile, especially at the back as well. There's not much cushioning around the inside of the shoe. So they do have Zoom Air in the heel. We'll get to that now as well. So inside the shoe, you do have Nike SB and Zoom Air. And if I take out one of the insoles, you will see they do have a Zoom Air unit in the heel of the shoe, in the heel of the insole. Zoom Air is a good air system that they have. It's like a low profile, very responsive air unit. They use it in a lot of basketball sneakers and a lot of running sneakers, because it doesn't have a massive big bubble like an Air Max unit, but it is very responsive. So it does have that in the heel, but that's pretty much it. There's no other cushioning in the shoe aside from that little heel air unit. The Digi-Floral display, the camo, is obviously wrapped around the entire upper of the shoe. You've got the medial side and the lateral side both with that Digi-Floral Camo colorway. White Nike swoosh embroidered on the inner and outer sides of the shoe. On the tongue, we do have that Stefan Janoski label. Why did that word escape me? But yeah, for daily use, Stefan Janoski Nike Skateboarding and Co. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know much about Stefan Janoski. I don't know how famous the guy is. The only skateboarder that I really know is Tony Hawk, and that's because of the video games. Like I said, I'm not into skateboarding, but some skateboarding shoes are very nice. I do own a few pairs of Vans, and this is my first pair of Stefan Janoski's. I probably wouldn't buy another pair if that's how the sizing is on all of them. I did like a pair of the Janoski Maxes, ones with the actual air unit, but if the sizing around here is the same, then I probably won't pick up another pair. But yeah, the Digi-Floral colorway is definitely a nice look. It's really nice for the summer, especially with that white midsole. It really makes the shoe light up and pop. I don't know, maybe if a pair of white laces would have gone well instead of the black flat laces. Maybe they should have given a pair of white rope laces, and that would have definitely lightened up the upper of the shoe. So let's give an all-round look of the sneaker. So front view, as you can see, Stefan Janoski on the tongues. I've really loosely laced mine. I don't really tie up my sneakers. I just have the laces sitting real loose, and the end of the laces just hanging. The medial side of the shoe, again with that nice camo background with the Digi-Floral print. The lateral side of the shoe, a lot more pink. Apparently, like I said, I think I mentioned it earlier, the 2013 release compared to the 2016 release. Apparently they've made the pink a lot more vibrant on this 2016 release. And the outsole of the shoe is that traditional herringbone traction. I don't know where the outsoles usually come from, but yeah, complete herringbone traction pad on the bottom. And that is pretty much going to be it for the review. Let me know your opinions on the shoe. I think Nike was a bit sneaky with the pricing on these shoes. From looking, before they released, I looked at a couple of other Janoskis, and the price point for most of those was between 50 and 60. The more expensive ones were the Janoski Maxes, which had the air unit, so I was estimating the price was going to be around £60, but they released these as a premium version for a retail price of £75, and I really don't know what the premium aspect of the shoe is, other than the colorway is probably a premiumly sought after colorway. There really isn't, that I can think of, much premium material used to give them that premium tag. I really think it was just Nike knew that the previous versions sold out really quick, and they were probably hoping for the same again, so they put the price up a little bit to £75. But other than that, yeah, that's the end of the review. Let me know your thoughts on the Janoski model in general and what you think about this Digi-Floral Camo colorway. that's pretty much it. If you want to see some more sneaker reviews, subscribe to my channel. If you want to follow me on social media, it's Twitter and Instagram. There will be links in the description, but it is Chris_S_Ramos on both, but there will be clickable links in the description if you can't bother to type that in. Share this video if you would, I'd really appreciate it, and like it if you do. Enjoy the video. Hope you enjoyed that. Peace.